Hey, what is up guys? I am Hippie. I want to welcome you back to a brand new Minecraft video for you guys today. And this is one of my first ever Redstone videos. This is a machine I made. It is something I'd like to call the chicken silo. It is a chicken farm with a two item sorting system and 10,000 storage spots for each item. So it's pretty beast. All this outside is just decoration. You don't have to do that. You can design it however you want. But these are the items you're going to need. 24, some just redstone, just normal redstone stuffs that you're going to need. I have all the items that you need right there and the amount that you're going to need. You might need, I think, 4 more redstone torches in the end. And I think you're going to need about 7 more hoppers. So this is the start of the, I guess, machine. This is it broken down without anything around it messing around. So it is 7 by 8 by 15 blocks, and it's not too bad. We're gonna break it down into layers, and we're gonna build it for you guys, and you guys can follow along. So to start with the first layer, put 7 blocks of your choice, and then we're gonna use wool to break this up a bit so you guys can see it and understand it a bit better, but you guys can just use your blocks if you know how to do it. So go ahead and put 3 by 2 behind it, and then we're gonna have to grab a different type of wool or a different type of block just to, I guess, so you guys can see the redstone on each part. And go ahead and make a 2 by 2 at the back and make sure they're close together. 1 block in between is perfect. Then grab a double chest, put it in the middle on both sides. And then we need a comparator into the back of each of these chests, and then we're gonna have to grab another block and put it behind them just like this. Now it's time to grab some redstone. Go ahead and put 1 on top of each of the blocks, and then do a strip of orange wool or whatever block you're using up against the wall. We're gonna make a minor change to this at the very end of the video, but it's not a big deal. You don't have to worry about it at all. Now go ahead and put 2 blocks on either side of the chest and a slab in front of it. That's going to make it so you can open it. Next layer. Alright, this one's pretty easy as well. We're just going to go ahead and start by putting this little block here on each side. It's in between the 2 redstone pieces to let us have a little bit of a connection. Then go ahead and put a hopper on top of each chest at the back part. Now you're going to have to decide how big of a storage chest you want this. I used 6, and that's going to give me 10,380, I think. If I'm 100% right, I might not be 100% on that, but I know it's over 10,000. So we're just going to do the same thing that we did on the test, and we're going to do 6. So go and pile up 6 lights on either side. This is going to be your little alert system to let you know how much you actually have in there. And then put some pillars of your block on either side of it. Now, go ahead and put a double chest on top of the hopper facing away from the redstone line, and then a hopper going into the side of those chests, and then a double chest on top of that hopper. You're going to keep going up just like this until you have it at the height that you want it. For us, it's going to be 6. Then you're going to take another block. I'm using pink wool to help you distinguish. You're going to put it behind the hoppers, so in between the hoppers and the walls, but don't put it on the top one. Just like this. And once you have them all set up, go ahead and put a comparator on each one of them facing into the wall. This is what's going to help to light the blocks whenever you have, or light those lamps whenever you have blocks in those chests behind it. That will let you know how much you got in without checking your silo. Next layer. Alright, so this is going to be the start of our sorting system. Start by putting a hopper into the back of each one of these, and then a block on top of it, and a hopper going into that block you just placed. Go and break it, and then make a new one so it's above your last hopper. And now you're going to put a row of hoppers going into that block, just like this. Now go ahead and put 1 behind your bottom one, and go 1 block below it, and you're going to grab a redstone torch and put it on it facing the chest, just like this. Put 1 on top of that, and then put a comparator on top of it. Now you're going to go 1 block below the redstone, and you're going to put a repeater facing into the block that has your redstone torch. Now go ahead and cover those up with wool or whatever block you're using, and put down 6 redstone. Now you're gonna have to decide what row you want to be your cooked chicken and what row you want to be your feathers. When you decided, go ahead and put in the middle hopper 4 and then 18 in the first spot. Then go ahead and put one more chicken in. This is going to put 19, and it's going to suck the 19th one down into the hopper below it, basically arming the system. Go ahead and do the same thing with feathers on the other side, 4 in the slots and then 19 in the first slot, and this is basically your system. If you throw chicken and feathers into this right now, it'll work. There is one problem with this. We're going to talk about it at the end of the video, and we're going to show you how to fix it. Now we're going to get prepared for the chicken cooker. So go ahead and start with a hopper at the very beginning of your system. So it's the first of the chain of hoppers. Put it down into it, and then one going into it in the middle, and then one coming out of it in the middle, just like this. Now we're getting ready to build the chicken cooker. Chicken cooker is really simple. All of these designs have already been made a dozen times. I'm just combining them to make this little bit of a system. So you're going to put your block of choice around the hopper that's sticking up, and then you're going to do 3 coming off the back. So you have a 3x6 little platform here. Now you're going to put a slab on top of the hopper and 2 dispensers facing the slab stacked on top of each other, just like this. Now you can go ahead and put a hopper going into the back of the system and a comparator, not a repeater. I put a repeater and I had to go back and fix it, so put a comparator, then a block in front of it, a redstone torch on the side, a block above and in front of it, then 1 redstone on top of that block, 1 torch on the side, 1 block above it, 1 block in front of it, and a redstone. That's it. That's the system. That's how simple it is. All we got to do now is make it so the chickens can't get out. So go ahead and grab yourself 2 glass, put it in the front of the slab. You're not going to need any more of those blocks anymore. Just like this, put 2 pillars on the side, 2 pillars next to the slab on each side, 1 next to the dispenser, and then basically just surround the hopper in. Now you can fill it in if you want, but we're not gonna. Go ahead and put slabs on top of all of those blocks. Makes it so the chickens can't get out. So the first chamber with the window is where the chickens are gonna be, but you're also gonna have to put your lava in the second dispenser. So this makes it so the chickens can't be burnt up. As it's placing the lava and picking it up immediately, it makes it so the lava is not going to kill your chicken drops, your feathers, and your cooked chicken. So I recommend that you put a carpet on this hopper, otherwise the chickens kind of fall into it and it gets a little bit buggy. Go ahead and put as many chickens as you want. I only put 24 and the system works pretty good, but you could put a lot more and get a lot more chicken. Now I'm going to go ahead and build a little design for this thing, and we're going to go and let it sit for a little while and test some things out, and we're going to come back with a little bit of fixes. But you can design it however you wanted to. I just did a little bit of a farm silo, I guess, but you can build a castle, whatever you want, as long as the room inside is 7 by 8 by 15. But this is my design, a little silo. You can see the chickens through the window, and whenever they burn up, you can see it from the ground, so that way you know that it is still working. We do have a couple of items in there, but you can see that the bottom light is not working. So we're going to go inside and fix that in a second. But I left a little door in the back, a little maintenance area, and we're going to start with the sorting issue. So if you have a lot of chickens in there, they go through the system too quick to be sorted. I'm going to go ahead and throw a stack of feathers in there, and we're going to see what's happening. So it's supposed to go in through the top and down right away through this little pillar. What's happening is they're not going through that pillar in time. They're coming out here and they're getting stuck in this little hopper here. So what we're going to do to fix this is we're going to run a circle of hoppers going out of the start and coming around just to make a little circular loop. This makes it so the items are going to endlessly go through this hopper system, and they're never going to end up stuck anywhere. They're going to get sorted all the way down the entire way. You can see the feathers going. A chicken just got killed a second ago, and you can see some chicken coming through, so you know that one's working too. Now the lighting system. Let's go ahead and fix this real quick. You got to start by breaking the one behind the comparator, the redstone, and put 2 torches. One in the hole and then the other one on top. When you take the items out, the first light will go off. Put them back in, and they'll work. But that's it. That's my redstone design. Let me know what you guys think of this idea and some ways to improve it. That's going to do it though for now. I have been Hippie, and I will see you guys next time.